So today, guys, we're going to be looking at housemates with poor post-show activities 2 months down the line. By 5th of December, it will be 2 months since this guy's left. And we will be taking a look at all the activities post-show and who is performing really badly and who is poorly executing what the platform, what's conferment of statusship that the platform has given to them. That's what this particular episode of my video would be about. So you might as well also add yours, okay? What housemate do you think is performing badly post-show? That's got no activity, there's got nothing going for themselves, or better still, are doing some things that are basically, not putting them in good light, okay? And that brings me to my number one person who has performed badly post-show so far. Remember, this can change. First 2 months can be a short period of time to even gauge who's going to be successful this season, okay? But we have seen the signs. Trust me, maybe the third month, somebody bags a major deal. The third, fourth, fifth month, somebody could bag a major deal. So this particular episode, it's just been just 2 months after leaving the house. These are the housemates that I have identified. Remember, these are my personal thinking, personal thoughts. By following them, you will never see this thing that I'm going to say, this production, elsewhere, because I'm not sure there's any blogger who have done it, because I had to go around to check. So, top housemates. I don't have a number. Okay, I don't have a number. I won't say top 10 or top 5 or top 20. So I'm just going to take the housemates one at a time. So wherever it stops, it stops. Because I already have it in my head. Okay, it's just for me to spill it. Okay, so we begin with number 1. Victory. Victory came into the house as someone who was pretty cool. The first time I actually identified him in the Big Brother house was someone like he was doing stuff with Giggy Jasmine. Giggy Jasmine was like a close pal to Victory, all right? And they were cool. So one would have thought that when anything happens in terms of you winning a Big Brother head of house for the week, you would tell the other person who you are close to come over. So to be the guest of in the lounge. So it happens that Victory won that week's Big Brother head of house target, and everyone was expecting Giggy Jasmine to be the person, but the guy actually chose somebody completely different, and it was stunning. Giggy Jasmine almost died in that house. She kept crying and she kept complaining to virtually everybody. That was when I actually identified him as somebody who may be with you, but may not really be with you. That's when I identified. That doesn't mean anything though. But so post-show, he has had this homecoming that turned out to become a menace. It was almost denting his reputation. God, and frankly speaking, it is better that he didn't have a homecoming than for him to have that and it went south. God have mercy. He did homecoming to Uyo, and he organized a homecoming with a particular clubhouse. The clubhouse gave 2.2 million, and he says that the money was supposed to be 3.5 million. And it happens that the clubhouse says that he didn't honor his own part of the bargain, because his own part of the bargain was that he was to bring 13 housemates, superstars, the Isabellas, the Imisi, and the likes. And the clubhouse says that he didn't even come with any of those superstars. He brought just 9 people, and those 9 people are not superstars. No superstars there. And beyond that, he didn't even come for the clubbing that people paid ticket for. And that when he even came, it was too late. It was 11 o'clock, and people were already back their homes. And when he came, instead of coming into the club, that he stayed outside and was asking for the balance of the money. That if he doesn't get the balance of the money, that he's not going to come into the club. And gosh damn it was terrible. And it was so pressured that I think the guy also said that he was arrested and questioned and then was let go. But he came out and told his own part of the story, stating that this guy didn't know what showbiz is about. That how can he tell him to come to a show by 8 o'clock when it was an all-night thing? That he came at 11 o'clock when he thinks that that's when the show was supposed to be in the thick of the moment. He's not supposed to be the one to come and open the club or something. But the back and forth was just too much, and it was terrible, really. Poor, bad outing, and trust me, if you don't do homecoming, you won't die. Please, homecoming will be by force. You did homecoming now, and the homecoming is coming to you. The second person who has had a very poor, bad outing post-show so far is Giggy Jasmine. Giggy Jasmine, well, schooled outside the country, speaks really well. One would think that she should have some sort of class. But nope, this lady, in one of those lives that she did, I don't know what she was thinking at that moment. I don't know. People say that everybody has got 3 to 5 minutes of madness at during the day, but that particular incident showed that, man, her madness, was just all over the place. At the thick of the time when people were receiving, gifts, you turn left, you see Dides collecting gift. You turn right, you see Kola collecting gift. You turn center, you see K-Bobo collecting gift. You turn, Isabella was just collecting gift everywhere. And she was not collecting any gift. She was not collecting any gift. So one of those lives that she usually goes to, like, which is TikTok live or Instagram live or so, people started telling her that what's going on, that they can't see her. She now told them that the phone is hanging, that they should try and look for a gig for her so that she can buy iPhone 17. And because it was a thick of the period where people were giving these housemates iPhone 17, as in iPhone 17 was just flying like mad. So she said that, she was just telling them that, look, please, that they should pray for her to get gigs so that she can change her phone and buy iPhone 17. I thought that was so demeaning, so condescending for somebody of her class, of her personality. And frankly speaking, that's what I even remember her for right now, because again, after the show, there hasn't been anything significant that she's done. But tell me, what is that one thing that she's done that maybe I missed it? I want to know. The third housemate is Zita. One would have thought that after going through that Big Brother house and coming out with people in their head thinking you have anger issues, you are an impatient person with the way manner you dealt with the issue with Rude Boy pouring food on his face, and not just that, going to hitting Mide with a pot. One would think, this person, lay low and be cool, be calm. But she came out and she's all over the place causing chaos. Well, post-show, nothing really significant. No homecoming, nothing. Frankly speaking, the only thing that we have seen her do is going out with BBNaija housemates. She went out with Dede the first week of coming out of the house. She not going out with Dede per se. She actually, it was Dede's birthday week. So Dede visited a homeless a house, a homeless, how do they put it? A homeless home, people with some sort of disability, with children, and she gave certain things. She gave food items, carton of Indomie and the likes. She gave them stuff, and Zita just just followed the day to that particular event. And there is no special event of hers that she has done that you would say, thumbs up, we are really supporting you for this. You've done well. We are rooting for you or something. No, 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 no. None of those. None of those. And the day she actually returned to school, she wore face mask. And I'm like, why are you wearing face masks? For crying out loud, your school or even your department should be doing some sort of welcome back party or homecoming sort of thing for you. Even if it means spending 500K or 1 million naira, organize it, let it be like it's them organizing it. Let's fake something. Let's see that it's something that is happening around you. But no. And by the way, she came late for the Dede's outing, to the motherless babies' homes. That's what I want to remember earlier. She came late for that one. And housemates have always complained about her coming late for events. So she always comes late for events. So my issue with the face mask thing going to school is, why are you covering your face? You actually need people to see you more because you really didn't do well in the BBNaija Nigeria house. So the best thing you can do for yourself is try as much as possible to do certain things to put yourself on the faces of people, not riding on other housemates' credibility or the housemates' shoulders to fly. Try and do something. But no, she wanted to cover her face if it's possible for people not to see her. I'm sure that she's shy. Not shy. She's not proud of her going to BBNaija, because anybody who goes to BBNaija and come out should be proud. Should be out and about. She wants to show their face for people to see them, take pictures, post them on their platform, and that's how popularity spread. But no, it wasn't for your girl Zita. And it's crazy how it has become for her. Send the next housemates. Number 4 is Sabrina. Sabrina, of course, we know her situation in the house. It was health related. Her legs were retaining water, even though Dr. Faith said it was nothing really, but you don't know whether staying on, her legs were swelling in the house. You don't know whether staying on in the house would mean. So she had to discuss with a resident doctor, BBNaija Nigeria doctor, and they told her, okay, fine, sorry, you can't continue. You have to go treat yourself. Health is very important. Nobody has died on set, so it wouldn't start from this season. And then she left. And then she got angry that she called back and that she wanted to go back to the house and that they didn't allow her. Are you kidding me? I think what her anger is that they didn't tell her that if she leaves the house, she's not going to come back. That she left, she was thinking that when she finish treating herself, she could come back. Are you kidding me? You want to go out and come back so that you can come and tell people see who is reigning, see who is trending, see who is, come on now. There was no way in the world, no way in hell, BBNaija would have allowed her to get back, because it's going to be cheating. And trust me, people are going to be rallying around her to know what's going on. What's going on outside. And of course, you know how the house is. There's a limit to how gossip can go. They would have spoiled their game if they had allowed Sabrina to get back. And in one of those conversations, I think she returned to Port Harcourt with Tema Lawson. Tema Lawson and Sabrina were actually very good close friends. And in one of those conversations, she mentioned something along the lines of Big Brother not being fair or something. And I'm like, no. Big Brother is also being careful. I mean, if you say something drastic happened to you now, it will be a totally different story. So Big Brother is also trying to, hold your own on their part, So I think she's one of the persons who haven't really had post-show drama, maybe because her her stuff was cut short, and we didn't see enough of her. I thought she's a brilliant lady. She's fantastic, but it's just crazy that the water retainer thing, did her dirty, and she needed to leave the show for safety. Very important. And then the next housemate with some poor post show is Otega. How did they choose Otega to be in that house in the first place? In fact, Big Brother should go and look for the person that decided to choose Otega. I understand that they go to big cities to do their auditions, their live auditions. They go to the Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Enugu. Yeah, these are the 4 cities that they go to for auditions. And I am extremely stunned to my bones, guys. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Otega was like, it felt strange to him to be in that house. He didn't like that he's in that house. He looks like somebody who's a very rich guy, but he didn't think what he wanted was not what he expected. Is that how to put it? What he thought it is not what it became. So he didn't just want to do anything in the house. And I don't know how he got into the house in the first place. And so far, have you heard anything about Otega? Is he okay? Is everything all right with him, though? I mean, somebody should please check up on him. And then we have Ivata. Ivata, I don't know. Like, she's got a teenage baby. Okay, the teenage baby looks really amazing. But that's all that we know about her. But beyond that, she had an issue with Mensan, and the issue was about touching. I'll do that video. Maybe I'll do that video, and I hope you guys will be interested in the video. She spoke about touching. That she took Mensan's hand and put on her tummy, and Mensan now took his hand close to the breast, and then she removed it. And Mensan tried it again, and then she removed it completely. And it was an issue. It became an issue. And I really don't know why it became an issue. It looked like they were having it really pretty good. But at the end of the day, it became crazy. I really don't know specifically what the issues were, but Ivata didn't like Mensan's approach to certain things, and so it closed. But right after the BBNaija show, post show, I don't know, except for the interview where I saw her speaking about Mensan, I really haven't seen her done anything, like even following other housemates to do their homecoming. Like Sabrina went with Thelma, and Culture, Rude Boy, Big Soso went to Yola for double exhaust. God, the way Culture calls Sultana double exhaust, and I'm like, double exhaust? What are you kidding me? And Sultana is quiet about it. I don't know, maybe it's just their thing. Okay, so who else? Post show. Another person who has got. I don't know if whether to call it a poor post show activity. Maybe by the time I finish talking about it, then I'll find the word. So, Culture. So, Culture comes out of the house. Someone gets disqualified, and then you go out to start dishing out wrong information. The day Faith got disqualified, Culture went on TikTok Live and said that he warned this guy that he should be careful, that this guy is going to be, before he gets disqualified. And I'm wondering, how do you warn somebody about disqualification? Like, is it that he's doing something, he's fighting somebody every day that you are warning him. And then now went and said that all of the things that Faith won, that he wasn't going to be given. That was when a lot of people started asking multi-choice questions. I think there's a Punch report, that the very first report that came up, Punch went to their office and asked one of their producers, is it true that Faith is not going to be getting those gifts that he won from the house? And they said, no, now he won it. So up until the time he got disqualified, he's I mean, everything is up. You know, he was a human being before that mistake happened. He will still be a human being after the mistake happened. I don't really do mistakes. So because he made a mistake, which we know that it was supposed to be the two housemates that should have been punished, but if I thought there's going to be supposed to be any punishment, because I think it was a struggle for something, and somebody who was stronger got the stuff. So why wouldn't you give him his winning? It's actually very unfair if you want to think about it as a human being. But culture in that life said that Big Brother was not going to give Faith his winning, including that innocent car, which was false. And people believed him because he came into that house. He came out of the house, and people think that because he came out of the house, he would be familiar with some of the rules, and maybe it is true. People were outraged and started cursing multi-choice, and all of those people got even angrier than they were before the disqualification. And so it happens that, and after that, all of his flurry of going on live was just about trying to pacify Faith, trying to beg Faith, say he wants to meet Faith, and Faith hasn't been getting his number. Faith hasn't been reaching out to him. He has sent Faith messages. Faith doesn't pick his calls, and all of those things. What are those rants for? What are those rants for? And quite frankly, up until this moment, I understand that he's planning a homecoming, but the homecoming hasn't happened. So far, is one of the persons who has had a very poor post-show activity. Very, 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 very poor. Frankly speaking, if I were him, I should have been using that time that I'm using to talk about housemates. There's another one he did, saying that other housemates are fake. Thank God. He was thanking God that Imisi won it too. That this housemate, he left Imisi's party, winning party, because he felt other housemates were fake. Make that make sense. So you left a party because you feel housemates who are around Imisi are faking it. I don't understand. What is your own problem if you know that your housemates who are there are fake? Are you real? Are you real? Will Faith look at you and say you're my realest G? You are not real too. You are also fake. You came to Faith with the joy of being friends, and when Faith speaks about you, he speaks glowingly about you. But you are friends in person, but when you're out, when the person is down, you talk down on them. Look at what you said about him. And then this God. So he's one of the person who've got a very poor post show, frankly speaking. I don't know which number I am. Is it 5 or 6? I don't know. Like I said, I don't have any number, so just get going with it. Another housemate that has a poor post show is Rude Boy. The guy is doing his best. He is into hype man. I mean, hyping. I like the guy, but there hasn't been anything significant happening so far. We have not seen any endorsements. We have not seen any influencing gig. We've not seen anything happening around him per se. So I really feel that something should come. I hope something comes. I just hope something comes. So he's a cool guy, someone who bears his minds, and doesn't care about anything. He just wants to do his thing. He loves his show, loves his booze, and loves his food too. So I hope something comes. Nothing really significant happening. Not necessarily poor, but nothing really significant. Nothing we can hold on to say, oh, this is going on. So he has. I think he has a, maybe hopefully he would have gigs for hyping that would give him some dough. After all, the show is all about amplifying what you already know and pushing forward with what you got. Okay, who else is on that list? So if you have anybody so far who you think should be on the list, let me know. Maybe I would do another part. This is the first part. Maybe not. But this is the first batch of Housemates with a poor post show. Okay, so far. So let me know what you think. I would always love to hear from you. If you have any other person, please put it on the comment section. And hopefully, based on the comments that I get, I might do another badge, which might not necessarily contain these people, but probably another thing or totally different. So let me know what you think with the comment, with what I have said so far. And also add your own if you think there's anybody who have been missing that I didn't put on the list of the people or the housemates who have had a poor post show. Stick around.